Emergency Response Liberty County has changed drastically over the last year. With so many great constant updates, it's no doubt that many of us have perhaps missed some insights or old tips and tricks that might enhance your gameplay or make certain events a little easier for you. Today, I'm bringing you the top 5 best kept secrets in ERLC with some honorable mentions, and I promise there's not one player out there that knows all of them. We're going to start with an easy one. The first kept secret I have to share with you is semi-automatic transmission, or manual shift as some of us like to call it, that can be used in every vehicle of ERLC. Yes, I know that first-person driving is still not available, but if you're one of those that likes to redline or have the feeling of launching off the line, then all you have to do is click N on your keyboard, then use R to upshift, and F to downshift. This is great for negotiating some of the mini bends in ERLC, and also great for making sure that you're staying at or below the posted speed limit. The downside to this is that I don't know if this is possible on mobile, and the revving of the engine can become a little much, especially when staying over 4,000 to 5,000 RPM. By the way, Zanies, it's that time of year. We are quickly approaching the end of 2022, and thus will mark the end of the 2022 Zany official hoodie. They're currently still only 10 Robux, very inexpensive. Remember, new official Zany hoodies are made every single year, and once the new batch is released and dropped, the old batch will skyrocket all the way to 100,000 Roblox, making the previous collection a true collector's item. Make sure you're an early owner of all this official Zany merch. And in case you guys don't know, all of this merch can be found in the Roblox avatar store directly, or you guys can join the group and shop the store directly from the group. In either case, this is the only way to get your official Zany merch. You have until the end of December, and come January 1, the new merch will be dropped, and I cannot wait to show you guys the new design of the official Zany hoodie. Okay, that was just a teaser. That was an easy one. Over to the second best kept secret in ERLC that I'm sure many of us have missed. Let me ask you, boys and girls, do you suck at lockpicking? Be honest, I know I still have a hard time with it from time to time. Well, what if I told you you don't have to lockpick in order to break into the houses or even the bank? Yes, you heard correctly. This is 100% possible to break in, take the loot, and never have to worry about a lockpick. There's a trade-off, however, and that is that you're still gonna have to spend some money. Instead of buying a lockpick, go buy a gun. Use said gun to shoot out some of the bigger windows or glass doors in any of the houses. As I just stated, I highly recommend you go after the bigger window. Once you're broken in, you will get a notification that you are now wanted, and you'll be able to make your entry to take whatever goodies you find. The caveat here is that for whatever reason, and the reason why I don't use this method too often, is because I have found that the stacks of money don't contain nearly as much cash as they do when you lockpick the house. What I'm trying to say here in simple words is that if you shoot out the window and rob the house, you're not going to get nearly as much money. This could be because there's an obvious difference in difficulty, or maybe it's something else, but regardless, don't expect to make thousands of dollars using the method of breaking in through a door or window. To prove my point, here's a pre-recorded example. Here we are at the test house, Zanies. As you guys can see, it is the very first house as we near the housing track, so you guys can see I am doing a fair apples to apples comparison. You're gonna watch me do the lockpick first, and then after it times out and resets, I will come back and do the basic shootout method. And just like that, we are in, Zanies. We are looking for 5 stacks of cash. Stack 1, stack 2, stack 3, stack 4, and stack 5. And just like that, I will tally up the total somewhere on the screen, Zany, so that way you guys can see it. And please don't forget, this was the lockpick method under the normal difficulty. We're back at that exact same house, Zanies. Remembering to use some of the bigger windows or doors. This is the one I like to use. Check this out. We are in, Zanies, and once again, same thing. Unless this is a safe house, we are looking for 5 stacks. There's 405, 462. As you guys can see with the first 2 stacks, the tally is nowhere close to even adding up. This is stack 3, this is going to be stack 4, and we are looking for 1 more stack. somewhere in the upstairs, I believe. Wait, did I already check this room? Nope, there it is. That is 5 stacks, and that completes the loot for this house. I should also mention, Zanies, that it is no guarantee you are going to find money inside of any house when using this method. Trust me, I have played with this, I have explored this. You have to take my word for it, Zanies. So I'm going to say it one more time, clear as day, you are not guaranteed to find money when you shoot out the doors or the windows. The honorable mention here is that this works at the bank as well. I mean, by this point, I hope that all of you know this works at the bank. The underlying point with the bank, however, is that you must either be part of a mafia or have started a mafia of your own to be able to utilize this feature. This should be nothing new to anyone, which is why this is only an honorable mention. The third best kept secret and emergency response Liberty County is the extensive cave or tunnel network. At the time of me making this video, there is an update and overhaul coming, so unfortunately it's not accessible. But take a look at what it previously looked like. As all of you can see, it is massive, it is super easy to get lost or be lost inside the caves. The reason this makes my list of the best kept secrets is because no matter how much I talk about the caves or the bunker, I still run into players that have no idea this exists. The second reason this makes my list is because lately I have been pressing the topic of giving yourself enough time to cool down after robberies to make sure you keep all of your money. Well, when the caves are open, there is almost no better place in all of Liberty County for you to hide and cool down. Most cops will spend their time patrolling the streets and not even give a second thought to searching the caves for wanted criminals. Oh, and as some of you may have caught, I said bunker. The honorable mention here is a bunker that has been around since the start of time. Who remembers when the bunker used to be located by the rest stop picnic area? Well, it's still in the game, except now it's over by the housing track. I will admit that the bunker could either use a counterpart, meaning a second bigger bunker somewhere, or maybe just get a facelift itself, because other than a tiny little update, the bunker has not changed in a very, very, very long time. The fourth best kept secret in ERLC, it's outside of the game, believe it or not. Did you know it is possible to instantly make more money and not have to rob wands, go on a job, or even arrest anyone? Well, in case you don't know, all you have to do is go to the game page, click on Police Roleplay Community, and join the group. That's it. I'm not kidding. By joining the group, you will get an extra paycheck bonus in-game. It says it right there. So it doesn't matter if you're a civilian, a cop, a firefighter, a store clerk, or even a criminal. This bonus will apply, and I'm telling you, it makes all the difference in the world. Now, the honorable mention here is that if you really want to make some extra money and have a few extra Robux on your hands, what you really want to do is go buy the Unlawful Upgrades Game Pass for only 250 Robux. This small spend will begin to pay dividends on your first robbery because it will get you an extra 25% increased reward for all your robberies, whether or not you're in a mafia. Yes, you heard all of this correctly, and you're welcome. So between the group paycheck bonus and the increased 25% bump on all robberies, you should be well on your way to finally making some serious bank in emergency response Liberty County. Remember to use both to maximize your profit, and truth be told, this is how I've slowly but surely been making my way to $1 million in stolen money in ERLC. The fifth best kept secret in emergency response Liberty County takes us back to the game in the form of settings. Yes, settings. If you load into the game and click on the wrench icon in the top right hand corner, you'll see some additional settings that I promise you most of you have overlooked for quite some time. There's some basic settings here that I'm not going to go over, but here are some that I will mention. If you want your crashes to be a little bit more realistic, turn off auto car flip. This will allow your vehicle to stay rolled over in the event of a serious accident. Overhead combat indicator is one of my favorite ones, especially when there's a lot of server activity. Turning this setting on will put a small little weapon icon above players that are strapped and will allow you to see who can be engaged in combat. This is also a great way to identify who you can kill and take money from instead of walking around shooting aimlessly at everyone until someone oofs and you get their money. The chat theme is a good one as well. This basically allows you to set the chat bubbles above characters from white to dark manually, or just keep it on automatic. Background music is a great one, especially for us YouTubers. This allows you to turn off the background music during robberies or chases. And of course, the reason why this is a benefit to YouTubers is because this turns off the music that is copyrighted that not many of us have licenses to. Pro tip for my YouTubers watching, I believe PRC uses Epidemic Sounds as their license provider. So if you have an active license with Epidemic Sounds at the time of your published video, then you should be good to go. By the way, don't quote me on this. This could have either changed or will in the future. And the last one that I'll cover is civilian team spawn location. Did you know you don't have to spawn in front of the DMV? What if I told you there's 2 spawns in ERLC? I know, you're thinking, Zany, what the hell are you talking about? Well, I'm here to tell you that there's 2 spawn points in Emergency Response Liberty County. Simply select spawn in Springfield and you will spawn right in front of the dollar store each and every time. This is super useful for active criminals like me because, as you all know, most cops like to troll and camp the civilian spawn waiting for criminals. So this way, if you die or load into the game after a series of robberies, you will spawn so far away from the cops that they'll have no idea where you're at. This is something I started using during my 1 million stolen dollars series, but I admit I will probably switch back once I'm done because I like being around all the other players and where the action is normally at. I'll end with an honorable mention. You can also use this menu to redeem promo codes. Unfortunately, there's not very many promo codes in ERLC that I know of, but at the time of me making this video, if you go to settings, type in the promo code 1mil, you will receive $25,000 in-game cash along with a special license plate. You're welcome, and if by chance I made you an extra $25,000 by watching this video, I want you to type, Zany, I made $25,000 thanks to you. Alright boys and girls, be honest, who of you knew of all of these secrets in ERLC? And don't lie, I'll be really impressed if someone out there has been taking advantage of all these secrets. That's gonna do it for this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, long live the Zanies.